Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Big Akar Ahmed, and welcome to today's video. So we're gonna talk about something right here. Really short clip. This is gonna be a Ben Shapiro clip. But before we get into it, I just want to talk about some of the people who have been coming into my YouTube, who YouTube has been kind of pushing the algorithm towards. YouTube has been pushing my content more towards the anti-Islamic side of the YouTube algorithm. So like people who follow channels like Christian Prince or Sam Shamoon, I like to call that guy Christian Piss or Sam Shampoo. But regardless of those, I don't really understand why YouTube is pushing my content towards them. I do know that their keywords are Islam and Muslim and things like this. These people are very ignorant, and if you're one of those people, I'm letting you know you're very ignorant. You're going to an inaccurate source. You're going to a Christian man who's not even Christian. It's like Sam Shamoon and Christian Prince are terrible at even representing the religion of Christianity. They're terrible at explaining the Bible. They're nothing like your average pastor or priest. Like, you can go to your local church and find someone 3 times as educated. You know what I'm saying? They don't follow the laws of Jesus. Like, Jesus taught, love thy neighbor, turn the other cheek, educate yourself, don't be a hypocrite. These guys do the exact opposite. These guys are sellouts. These guys started YouTube channels to try and help engage with people and bring them closer to Christianity. And they realized that the more and more crap they talk about the religion of Islam and the more made up BS that they create about Islam and propaganda that they create about Islam, the more money that they make and the more viewership that they receive. Not just from other racist and hateful people, but from Muslims themselves, because these Muslims are seeing this false information and false propaganda, and they're going to their channels and they're going to their comment sections to call them out on their BS. And this is what causes a big dispersion of these comments and these arguments and these fights. So my last video that I went and posted was about Sharia law. And I'm a Muslim, may I remind you, like a practicing Muslim, like someone who literally follows the laws of God and has been Muslim for 27 years. I'm someone that comes from a very mixed background. My one side of my family is Christian. My other side of my family is Muslim. And I don't just have a small family. My family is humongous. My mother has 9, 10 brothers and sisters. My dad has 9, 10 brothers and sisters. I have cousins everywhere. And I'm not the type of person that's like distant with these people. Like, I'm very aware who these people are. We talk to each other. We connect with each other. And I understand these religions to depth. I've gone to church hundreds of times. I read the Bible. I read the Quran. I go to the mosque. I'm very elaborated when it comes to religion. This is why I've created a YouTube channel, and I am now speaking on these topics because I feel that now I'm coming from a place where it's not a place like when I speak on a certain topic or speak on a certain thing, I'm going to bring you guys more of a reliable sense and source from where I'm getting this information. It's gonna be more confident. It's gonna be more reliable. It's gonna be more notable. I'm not just speaking as I'm learning. Do you understand what I'm saying? More or less, I'm speaking based on things that I know. So I'm trying to teach people and help people and engage with people. And I think it's very important that, especially on the internet, that people, especially with many different beliefs, they understand each other's beliefs. The fact that you're trying to understand a Muslim's belief from an anti-Islamic YouTube channel and then go to Muslims and try to tell Muslims what their religion is so wild to me. It's like, I made the comparison. It's like saying, like, I want to become a really good basketball player and I have the option to learn basketball from Michael Jordan or learn basketball from Michael Jackson, right? So who's going to teach you better basketball? So you decide, oh, forget Michael Jordan, the multi MVP winning game legend, basketball legend. Let's just go learn basketball from the pop superstar Michael Jackson. Like, he knows how to play basketball. Let's go learn basketball from Michael Jackson and then go tell Michael Jordan how to play. That's exactly what these people are doing. And it's literally disgusting. And I don't know why or how these people end up in my videos and my comment sections blasting and spamming their BS in the comment section below. And I know you guys are watching this right now, and I know you guys don't get very, very far into my videos. You go into the first section, first minute to 2 minutes of the video, listen to me, and then just start babbling. So like, if you guys want to make a comment on something, at least watch the whole video. And this is why I wanted to put this in the beginning of my video, is because I know all you ignorant losers are going to hear this section of the video, and you're not actually going to watch the next part of the video where we go ahead and expose Ben Shapiro. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to change scenes. We're going to go right into this video and we're going to make this happen. Let's see. So it's called Ben Shapiro Gets Pro-Palestinian Student to Make a Shocking Confession. Ben has been on a roll lately, given the fake propaganda and painting a false narrative and a false side. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this and see what this guy has to say.
And let me ask you this.
There would not be a Palestinian settlement.
I'm going to ask you
Israel has been built.
I'm just going to ask you the last question, the same question I asked her. Which part of Palestine is occupied?
The entirety of Palestine, but I'm not calling for the destruction of Jews.
I appreciate you expressing your full genocidal intent for the Jewish people living between.
So Ben, what? So Ben goes, what part of Palestine do you want to free? And she says, I want to free all of Palestine. And he says, thank you. You want to free people who are oppressed and held down. Thank you for expressing your genocidal intent on the destruction of all Jews. Like, bro, how did you get free Palestine? We want peace between Jewish people and Muslims. To you want the genocidal destruction of all Jewish people.
Why is it genocidal to call for a state that is not apartheid? You can have a state where all citizens have equal rights, Jews and Muslims.
I'm sure that's going to go amazingly
that's not genocidal.
Under the same people who are governing the Gaza Strip, where currently 0 Jews live.
Well, first off, Shapiro, the people who are governing the Gaza Strip and the people who are governing Israel at the moment would not be able to govern a one-state solution. I hope you understand that. Because the people who are governing Palestine at this moment have a very, very biased and look at Israel as an enemy. And the people who are running Israel look at the Palestinians as an enemy. Like, if you're going to sit here and think that Benjamin Netanyahu is going to go ahead and even if he was the leader and he controlled everything, if you think Benjamin Netanyahu is going to give Palestinians the same rights and have a fair state and have free trial and do all these things with Palestinians and give them the same rights as the Jewish people, you're completely wrong. The people who are leading these nations at these moments have put themselves in a situation where they hate each other. Sorry, they're enemies. They don't like each other. Like, they're not going to truce up. So what you have to do is change the structure, change how it's operating, change the people operating it. That is a very, very important thing. Like, this girl and what she's standing up for. Like, she's not standing up and saying Hamas should run Israel and should seize and control the Jewish population and the Muslim population. Like, what are you saying, Ben? Like, what are you literally saying? And why don't Jews live in the Gaza Strip? Because Hamas won't let them? Because the Palestinians don't want them to? Come on, man. Jewish people don't live in the Gaza Strip because you guys actively bomb it, destroy it. Because it's a poverty-stricken area. Why would you, a Jewish person, who's given all the rights in Israel, given all of these democratic rights, given rights, you are a first-class citizen above the Christians, above the Muslims, above all races and all people, black people, Chinese people that come into your country, even the people that live there. You as a Jewish person in the state of Israel are like a first-class citizen. You are like royalty. You are royalty to the state of Israel. They need you. You are a part of the protection of Israel. You're another number in their population that they can say, look, this is a Jewish state. So this guy's saying that no Jews live in the Gaza Strip. No Jews live in the Gaza Strip. You can remove Hamas and you can remove everything that is bad in the Gaza Strip, and they can welcome Jews open-heartedly, cook them dinner every single day for free, and they still won't move into the Gaza Strip. They still won't move into the Gaza Strip. Because why would, right? I'll give you an example. When the United States wanted to go ahead and invade Iraq, right? And they had weapons of mass destruction, and they went in and they invaded Iraq. And the U.S. media is telling you, right? They're telling you Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. They're terrorists. We're going in. We're going to destroy them. We're going to bomb them. We're going to eradicate them. All of this stuff, right? We're going to war with Iraq. You as an American citizen, are you going to move to the country that your country has just pushed into and is seizing and is calling weapons of mass destruction and lying and destroying people? Are you going to move to the state where your country is actively murdering people in that state? No. Why would a Jewish person want to live in Gaza when their own government is destroying the Gazan people? You're going to be a part of the destruction from your own government. Why would you move there? Ben, you're making a very inaccurate claim. You think that Jews don't live in Gaza because they're being pushed out of Gaza? They're being pushed out of Gaza because Jewish people don't want Palestinians in Gaza. The Jewish people want to take over Gaza and push the Palestinians out. They don't want to share it. You think Jewish people want to live next to a Palestinian neighbor? You think they do? They don't. You think you, Ben Shapiro, want to stand in front of live next to a Palestinian neighbor? You won't. You won't. You're going to look at the people in Gaza and go, that's my land. That's what you're going to say to them. That's exactly what you're going to say. You're not going to share it with them. Ben, you're a liar. You can go to any other Arab country that is Muslim ran and you will see Jews and Christians and their communities living amongst Muslims, and they all defend each other and they all hold each other down and they all fight the tyrannical destruction that America and Israel and Saudi Arabia and Great Britain has continuously funded in the Middle East. These terrorist groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda and the Taliban, who are using American-made militia weapons. We just pulled out of Afghanistan, thank you, Joe Biden, leaving multi-billions of dollars in weapons and tanks and machinery to the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. So, to you who wants to go ahead and blame these people, go ahead and blame them all you want, buddy. Because in our countries, in the Muslim countries, we accept you. In the Muslim countries, you have the same rights as us. In the Muslim countries, you're welcomed. In the Muslim countries, we protect each other. But in the only Jewish state on the planet, which is Israel, look what you guys have done in the last 70 years. Look what you're doing to the Palestinian people. Look at the rights that you give to your own citizens, your own people, your own Jewish race, and look at all the rights that you take away from anyone else that steps foot in that country. Do you realize that? Do you realize that your privilege speaks so loud off your chest? It's literally gross, that it's repulsive, that you literally think you're better than anyone else around you. And every single time someone makes a claim, trying to equivalate you back to them, saying, hey, Ben, you're not better than us. You're actually equal to us. You look at them and you make a false accusation on them to make yourself better than them again. Oh, you're trying to call for the destruction of all Jews. No, she's not. She literally just said the complete opposite of that. She literally just called for the complete opposite of that. She called for a one-state peaceful solution where people can live with each other. Like, you know, in the United States of America, where my neighbor, there's Christian, and my neighbor, there's Jewish, and we don't hate each other, we talk to each other, we do business with each other, we live together. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's a problem in Israel and only Israel. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's not a problem in Iran, the most tyrannical terrorist state that funds all of this. It's not a problem in Iran. There is a community of over 80,000 Jewish people in Iran that live together, that are perfectly happy, that follow their religion, that are given all the same rights as any other Iranian person. So you are making the biggest false claims out of your booty. I wanted to talk about this, and I wanted to continue to talk about this because this is not over, and it's not going to be over. And this conflict is very, 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 very important, and this is going to keep coming up. And media and propaganda and news is going to continue to try to steer you a certain way, so that when they do take Gaza, when they do kill over 100, 200,000, 300,000 Palestinians, and they seize the whole entire Gaza Strip, and they push them out, and they genocide these people, that you are okay with it. You have already accepted it, and you will accept it and defend it until the end. Because I know people are not, they don't want to be looked at as hypocrites. So what happens is, even if they go ahead and agree with the most tyrannical, scary, disgusting outlook of something, and they know they're wrong, they'll they'll continue to believe it and say like, yeah, this is how it is, good, keep killing them, whatever, it's not genocide, it's not this, it's not that, and they'll continue to try to justify their belief system because they don't want to be looked at as a hypocrite. They're too scared. They don't have the guts to go, I was wrong and I learned something for once, and I educated myself for once, and I can look at this and I can compare and contrast different situations and different environments, and you know what I'm being fed by the media is complete garbage, and that's it. Ben, you can continue to try to put words into people's mouth, but we all see through it, bro. We all see through you. You're killing your own career. There's over 2 million Muslims on the planet. There are more Muslim people backing you and funding you than Jewish people ever will. You are going to get destroyed, and not just from the 2 billion Muslims that are done listening to you and watching you and supporting you, but half of the Christians that don't support you and fund you and watch you, because you call for the destruction and the dehumanization of Christians as well. And your country bombs churches. The oldest church, one of the oldest churches in existence, your country blew it to shreds, killing hundreds of Christian Palestinian people. Your country actively arrests Christians for preaching Jesus' name in major cities, in Jerusalem, in Tel Aviv. You arrest people. You guys rip the crosses off of their necks. You guys disallow them to wear their religious clothing. You guys call yourself a democracy. You guys say that you stand with Christians, you stand with Muslims, that you're a fair state. Yeah, we understand who's the Hitler in this situation. We understand who is pro-genocide in this situation, and anyone with 2 eyes and a brain and some common sense can see right through your BS, buddy. You're gonna lose your career and you're gonna lose your company to this. Good luck and God bless. If you guys like the video, leave a like. If you guys want to go ahead and leave your thoughts, go ahead and leave them down below in the comment section. I love you all. Thank you for stopping into the video. And until next time, God bless you all. Free Palestine. Peace.